Good afternoon. It's Monday, February 16, 2026. Our next continuous voters registration is on. Use the opportunity to register to vote. On the news this afternoon, INEC confirms release of non-sensitive materials for Rivers by-elections. Tension rises in Rivers as Amechi's brother alleges threat to life. On the foreign scene, Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu urges U.S. to compel Iran to give up enriched uranium in any nuclear deal. I'm Ifechukwu Muonyili with the news. Now, let's start the news this hour by telling you about the preparations for this weekend's by-elections in Rivers State. The Independent National Electoral Commission says non-sensitive electoral materials meant for the elections have been deployed to the two constituencies. This information is from the resident electoral commissioner of INEC in the state, Gabriel Yomere. He made this known over the weekend during the meeting of the Interagency Consultative Committee on Election Security held at the Commission's headquarters in Port Harcourt.
It is of interest to know that non-sensitive materials have been sent to us. We have also sent them to the local council. Kana and Aoda East, they've all received the non-sensitive materials. As usual with INEC, the sensitive materials come on the week when the election will take place, so that by next week we are expecting the sensitive material.
Nigeria Info correspondent Soibiorua reports that the INEC boss says adequate security measures are being put in place in collaboration with relevant security agencies to address any security challenges that may arise during the conduct of the by-elections.
Because we are very conscious of the fact that if security is not given, it's not guaranteed. Even those who want to vote, they might be afraid to come out to vote. And as a result, we have identified the flash points in both Oda East 2 and Kana 2. ISS is putting measures in place to ensure a hitch-free election.
Still talking elections, the Senate says its decision to make electronic transmission of election results optional instead of compulsory is based on Nigeria's current infrastructure challenges. The move has sparked criticism from many Nigerians who believe it could slow progress in improving the country's electoral process. However, Senate leader Obemi Bamidele says lawmakers relied on data before amending Clause 60, subsection 3 of the Electoral Bill 2026. It cites figures from the Nigerian Communications Commission showing that broadband coverage is about 70%, internet penetration stands at 44.53%, and network reliability remains low. He also said about 85 million Nigerians do not have access to grid electricity, making nationwide real-time electronic transmission difficult. As a result, the Senate removed the word real-time from the clause and stated that if there is internet failure, Form EC8A will be used as the main method for collating results. Well, in a related story, the House of Representatives has scheduled an emergency sitting on Tuesday, February 17, 2026, to discuss issues arising from the 2027 general elections timetable released by INEC. Now, in a statement signed by House spokesperson Akin Rotimi, lawmakers were informed through an internal memo from the Speaker's office. INEC has fixed February 20, 2027 for the presidential and National Assembly elections, while governorship and state assembly elections will hold on March 6, 2027. Party primaries are to take place between May 22nd and June 20th, 2026. The House said the emergency session shows its commitment to protecting the democratic process and ensuring proper preparation for the elections. Lawmakers also said they are ready to perform their constitutional duties as the timetable takes effect. Well, former Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi has urged Nigerians to stay alert and ensure their votes count in the 2027 general elections. In a post on his official X handle titled Our Votes Must Count. Now, the former Anambra State governor encouraged voters to remain at polling units after voting to monitor the counting and transmission of results. He said active public participation is key to protecting democracy and ensuring transparency. Obi warned that anyone who tries to disrupt the electoral process would face legal consequences and be held accountable. Meanwhile, the Independent National Electoral Commission has scheduled party primaries between May 22nd and June 20th, 2026. Presidential and National Assembly elections will be held on February 20th, 2027, while governorship and state assembly elections are set for March 6, 2027. And I'm back here in River State. Political tension appears to be resurfacing in River State as an indigene of Ubima community in Ikwere local government area, Best Odwa, raises alarm over an alleged threat to his life. Odwa is the younger brother of former Minister of Transportation Chibike Amechi, and he claims he was attacked on Sunday during a meeting of the Chibike Amechi Foundation in Ubima. He alleges that the attackers, reportedly led by the community CDC chairman Azubike Onwa, alongside Seth Ohahorum and Bestman Dike, stabbed him and dispossessed him of money and mobile phones, while also carting away canoes, chairs, and musical instruments meant for the event.
This morning, we were about holding meeting. It's not even party meeting because we know INEC have not lifted the ban on political meeting. When as we go, best man DK, Honorable Seth Ohahorum, they came with Nigerian police, thugs, over 30 vans. After they came, all the canopies that were mounted there, about 10 to 15 canopies, they took off. Chair that was there, up to 250 chairs, they took off, including DJ sets, somebody DJ sets. They also collected those things. They took my handset, up my handset and collected 120,000 that I wanted to use to host the meeting. They collected it from me. They also stabbed me. A lot of people got wounded.